get your list ready. Make sure you guys are hitting the dialers. Again, I don't like to hand dial. I like to use Mojo. For those of you who are new, I don't ever like to hand dial. Only other thing I like to point out is set your goals, which also includes your intentions before getting on the phone. So today's goal is we're going to go for 20 conversations, 3 leads, 2 appointments.
The person you were called is currently unavailable.
So I write that down. So 20 contacts, 3 leads, 2 appointments. Okay. Again, I'm calling a commercial list, off-market commercial list properties that it's like circle prospecting for commercial, essentially. And again, right now I wrote down my goal for this session, 20 contacts, 3 leads, 2 appointments. So at least I know my intention. I'm at 1 contact right now.
Please leave your message for.
And we'll rock and roll. And I'm only going to go till about the 45 or 50 marker, and then we'll try to get some questions going if you guys have any. And again, if you have any questions in the meantime, make sure you know, or feel free to leave it in the chat down below. We'll make sure to get to you. Hello, Amid.
Hello.
Yeah, hi, Amid. This is Henry. I'm a local commercial broker in town. I was calling you about your building on Merritt Street in Jersey City.
Yeah, can I call you after 10 minutes, please?
In 10 minutes? Sure. I'll give you a ring. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right, thank you.
Bye. So in Mojo, there is a way to schedule a call in 10 minutes. So I'll actually do 15 to schedule next. Again, if you have any questions in the meantime, please feel free to put it in the chat down below. And we'll rock and roll today. Let's see what we can do. So again, we're at 2 contacts of our 20. Again, our goal is 3 leads and 2 appointments.
Oh, please leave a message after the tone.
One thing I also want to stress for a lot of you guys is that I like to try to stay as busy as possible while I'm dialing. I don't think it's a time to just put your feet up and do nothing else. So I like to I'll walk you through a couple other things that I'm going to do at the same time. So just give me 1 second. Hey, Christine.
Hello.
Oh, hey, Mr. DeBrazzi.
Skip.
Yeah, Skip. Again, my name is Henry. I'm a local investor here in town. I was calling you about your building on Jacobstown.
I'm sorry about the what?
The building on Jacobstown, New Egypt Road.
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
I'm sorry, you're not the owner of 194 Jacobstown.
I can answer questions for you on that. What is it that you're looking for?
So I'm a real estate investor looking to move some money from a 1031 exchange, and I was just calling to see if you might consider hearing an offer on your property.
No, thank you very much, though.
Okay. Do you have any properties you might consider selling, whether it's this one or anything else?
No, thanks.
No, thanks at all. All right. I mean, listen, if I have a great building in town, are you looking to buy something else, or are you just looking to hold tight?
I'm just holding tight.
All right. Well, I appreciate the time, my friend. Have a great day.
All right, bye.
Bye now. Remember, I say this all the time. I'm not here to convince people. I just like to ask very direct questions. If they're looking to do something, I like to facilitate, but there's nothing to convince, right? You know, a lot of people are like, oh, I don't have anybody who's looking to sell it, or, you know, I spoke to a lot of people, but nobody's looking to sell. Well, again, just to be super clear with you, again, like I'm looking for, not everyone that you're just randomly cold calling is going to be like desperate to sell their property. So just be cognizant of that. Hey, Ed.
No, you have the wrong number.
I'm sorry, this is not Miss Weinstein. Guess not. So again, I always like to say we facilitate transactions when they arise. We do not force people to sell. We give them options. If they choose to do something fantastic, if they choose not to do something fantastic, we'll move on to the next person. The only reason why we ever get frustrated that someone's not looking to do something is because we don't have enough leads. You know, I want you to get to the place in your mind that When someone says, look, I'm not looking to do something, thank you, you go, thank God, because I can't take on any more business. But that's just how many people you're going to be speaking to. Yeah, I'm sorry. Is this Mr. Sita?
What?
I'm sorry. I was looking for Grace, property owner. Can you hear me?
No, this is not great. This is not, what can I help you with?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was looking for the property owner of 802 Washington. Are you the owner? I guess not. Have a great day, my friend. Still 3 contacts for the day. Go for 17 more in the next 42 minutes. See what we can do. And then in regards to, yeah, hi, Gary.
Hello?
See. Yeah, hey, Gary.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gary, my name is Henry. I'm a local investor here in town. I was giving you a ring about your building on Washington.
I can't hear you. What did you say? Who are you?
My name is Henry. I'm a local investor, and I was calling you about your property on Washington. How you doing?
Doing good.
Fantastic. Listen, Gary, I just sold one of my properties, and I need to move some money around for a 1031 exchange, and I'm getting kind of desperate. I was just curious if you might consider selling your building.
The building on Washington Street, even 215, 219?
Yes, sir.
Never about that.
He said never what? He said never in his lifetime, and then hung up. All good, all good, not a big deal. Anyways, we're at 4 contacts, no problem. Anyways, while this is all going on, I have my CRM system up, and what I'll do is I'm gonna go through a little bit. Hey, Grace.
No, it's Gabe. How can I help you?
Yeah, hey, Gabe. My name is Henry. I'm a local investor in town. How you doing?
Good.
All right, fantastic. Let's give me a ring about your property on Washington Street. I just sold one of my properties, and I'm getting kind of desperate to move some money around. And I was curious if you might consider selling your property.
No, sorry about that, sir.
No, no worries. And just curious, between you and I, Gabe, I mean, again, you own the properties in Hoboken, right? All right, hung up. We're on 5 contacts, no problemo. Keep it rocking. And again, like, listen, like, I want you to know, the one thing you want to train yourself more than anything is that you don't want to take no for an answer. And you want to keep continuing asking questions, not so much begging them to sell it. But you can ask questions that kind of get them to think, get them to make some type of decision in one way or another. So it's like, hello, Isa.
Yes.
Yeah, hi. Hi. My name is Henry. I'm a local investor in town. How you doing?
Good.
All right, fantastic. Look, I'm sure you get calls all the time, my friend. I'm just getting kind of desperate. I just sold another property locally, and I'm looking to move my money into something else for 1031. And I was just curious if you might consider hearing an offer on your property.
Which property?
I see the one in Monmouth Beach, but I'm definitely open to anything locally.
Oh. No, I'm really at this time, I'm not selling anything.
Gotcha. I mean, is there anything that, maybe if you got an offer that was just silly that you might at least consider it?
How much, what is your 1031 up to? How much?
Quite a few million.
What? I'm sorry?
Quite a few million, my friend. So, I mean, budgets.
Oh, quite a few,
Yeah.
a few. I
Yeah.
don't know, it's 7 million, oh.
7 million. Oh, sorry. What was the number? I'm trying to, it's hard for me to see from the outside. What was the property on Riverdale? What was the number?
It's 36 Beach Road. You're local, you said? Are you in town? Are you live in town?
I live in Red Bank actually, but I just sold a property in Oceanport.
Oh,
So you said
okay.
you're looking for roughly 7 million?
yeah.
Okay, tell me about this a little bit. I mean, obviously I've passed by this property 100 times. Like I said, I'm a
Well,
local
I got
guy.
a post office there. I have a post office and I have 12 other stores, including an office upstairs, 1,700 square feet. And it consists of, let's see, a chocolate place, a yoga place. I have a taco place that's about to be rented as a high-end Italian restaurant.
Yep.
What do I have?
So-
I have
So
coastal imaging. It's interior decorating, stuff like that. Buskadoo, hair salon. I mean,
Yeah, this is
No
that's.
mix.
I was gonna say it looks like it's a decent mix, and then just to be clear, it's office upstairs, correct?
Yes, there is 1,700 office. That's rented to an insurance company.
You said 1,700 square feet of office.
Yes.
I'm just taking notes while you're talking.
I'm sorry?
I'm just taking notes while you're talking, so I apologize if I go quiet. And then downstairs, the whole building, at least from the tax records that I pulled here, is roughly around 17,000 square feet. Is that about accurate?
That's about 17 and change. It consists of 3 buildings: front, second building, and then in the back you have the post office.
All right, hold on one second. So front. Sorry, I'm just taking notes here. 3 buildings. You have a front, back, and separate
Post office, all the way in the back.
post office. Got it. Okay. And then you said you're roughly looking for around 7 million, if you are in that ballpark.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have an idea? I mean, and listen, I'm not going to hold you to anything, but obviously, because I'm just trying to run some quick numbers, and I'll try to get back to you later today. But do you have like a rough gross income number? I can figure out the rest.
It's about 450, I want to say.
Roughly 450.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm guessing most things are on probably like 2 to 5 year leases, except for the post office, which is obviously probably on a much longer lease.
Well, post office is actually done the 5 years. They always keep extending, and it was last time it was like for 15 years. The rest is 2, 3, 5, stuff like that.
Okay. And then are they all at least like double net leases, or did they all pay their own utilities at least, or what do they cover?
It's gross. It's gross. I pay for everything.
Okay, you pay for everything. Got it. Gross leases. And do you charge them back in CAM or anything like that, or is that include? You try to include that?
A few of them, it's just the way I bought it. It was the way I'm running it the same way. There's a few of them that of the lease they have me $50, $100, just like for the sure.
Got it. So you pay all expenses,
depending.
and then some tenants. I'm just taking notes again. Some tenants pay, a few hundred towards their own utilities.
Small amount, yeah.
Got it. Okay, and then just between you and I, because honestly, I've been run some numbers. I'll try to get back to you because I'm going to speak to my banker about what type of loan that I can get on this. I mean, if I can get you somewhere in the ballpark of what you're looking for, would you consider seller financing any portion of it?
No.
Okay, guys. So just looking for a straight up deal. Straight up deal.
Myself.
Yeah, I mean, again, I wasn't asking for the whole thing to be seller finance, but like hypothetically, if I came to the table with, 50% or something like that, 3.5 million, if you'd consider seller financing anything else, but just as curious.
Not really. No, I wouldn't consider that at all.
No, understood. And then I see that you own a couple other properties. I mean, are you always looking to buy the right deals, or what are you looking for?
Well, now I'm not looking to buy anything unless I sold this one since you're clicking. Then obviously I will be buying.
No, I understand. Okay, cool. Well, let's. So you do a 1031 most likely if you sold this one. Okay. Well, listen, I'm going to get to work on this. I'm going to try to run some numbers, see what my bank says, and then I will get back to you. Actually, real quick, Issa, is this your cell by any chance?
This is my cell.
All right, I'm going to shoot you a text.
How'd you get it?
Honestly, I just pulled it from the tax records, my friend.
Okay.
I'm going to shoot you a text. Issa.
All right.
Again, my name is Henry. I'll shoot you a text now with my info, and I'll try to get back to you hopefully within the next couple of days.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. Take care.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye now. All right. So really quick again, now we're at 1 lead, which is nice. Probably could have set an appointment easily with that one. I just want to run some numbers and kind of see how far off he is. We're at 7 contacts for the day. I got some good details. Hold on a second. Okay. 1 second. All right, so just to give you an idea, what I will do next is I'm going to run numbers on this a little bit more, kind of get a gauge on what kind of cap rate and other things that this is looking at. So really quick numbers just off the top of my head: 450,000 gross times let's say 0.7 Probably around a 300 net, so it's probably around a 5 cap, 5%. Yeah, probably just under a 5 cap actually. Interesting. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go back to him and offer him like a 7. So if hypothetically net is like 315 divided by like a 7% cap rate, I'll probably offer him like 4.5 million. Or 4 million, 3.8, anything like that. You know what I mean? Just to kind of get a gauge of a conversation. And I know he's not going to be super desperate to sell it. And looks like he does. He's also a real estate guy, which is kind of funny. Cool. Anyways, I'm going to move on to the next one. Yeah. 7 contacts, 1 lead. Again, I can call him back and set an appointment pretty easily, but I try to set the appointments for properties that I'm like really desperately interested in, and the numbers are even kind of close, right? But not really super desperate to get involved in a mixed use building for crazy prices right now. I mean, it's a great location actually, really is. But I'm definitely not looking to overpay on anything right now. So we'll see where it goes. Make sure I'm not on mute.
Hello, we are not available now.
All right. Anyway, so let me get back. So back to the CRM system a little bit. Open item. Yes. I'm going to call that guy back who told me to call him back in 10 or 15 minutes. Yeah, hey, Mid. Hey, it's Henry again. We were speaking about 10, 15 minutes ago. You wanted to call back?
Yeah, Henry, your name is Henry?
Yeah, my name is Henry. I was giving you a call. I'm a local investor here in town. I was calling you about your property on Merritt Street. And I was just curious if
Yes.
you might consider selling your property.
What do you consider for?
Well, that's why I'm giving you a call. I'm going through a 1031 exchange and I got to move some money. So, you know, anything that we can try to make happen. You know, I'd love to try to get a deal done. So really quickly, I see, obviously I've driven by the property a couple dozen times. I do a lot of business in Jersey City. I mean, do you happen to have a number in mind?
For sale. I know, I don't want to sell.
No, I'm not begging you to do anything you don't want to do. I need to spend some money. I'm willing to pay a good price. I see that it's a how many units is it there?
No unit, just a vehicle lot.
It's 1 vacant lot.
Yes, there's a small building, a 2-story building in the corner, that's it.
So what do you plan on doing with the property? I mean, I see that you know, it's probably a development of course.
To put gas station there, automatic car wash, that's it.
You're trying to build a car wash?
I'm already in the process of the approval.
Okay, so you're going to try to build a car wash. Is that accurate?
Yes, correct. And car service.
Got it. So between you, okay, cool. I mean, look, between you and I, just curious, were you building that car wash to operate it as an owner, or were you looking to get approvals and then sell it?
No, as an owner.
Got it. Okay. I mean, there isn't a number that if I hypothetically offered you for the property, you'd at least consider it?
Okay, so this is your phone number?
This is my cell phone, yes.
Okay, so if I change my mind, I'm gonna call you back.
All right. Well, listen, I mean, like I see that, you know, again, you've had it for a little while. I mean, obviously, I'm sure there's a number that, you know, if we can, I mean, look, let's just say it like this. Is there any other properties you might have locally that you might consider selling besides this, or is this the only property you have?
No, this is the only one I have.
Got it. Okay. Well, listen, I mean, if I got you, you know, a good cash offer, you know, at, any, you know, do you have a number in your mind that you'd like at least say you might consider it?
No, I'm not thinking to sell it right now.
No, listen, I'm not expecting you to sell something you just picked up, right? But I'm sure if the number was sweet enough, you might at least consider it, right?
If I consider anything, I'm gonna call you back.
Okay, well, listen, I'm gonna do something for you. I'm gonna put some numbers together and I'll get you a contract in writing. What is it? So listen, I'm not expecting you to respond to me and just say yes, but at least you can consider it that way. What's the best email for you? Okay, I'm gonna shoot you a text and text you my email. Just actually, do you mind if you text me your email as well, just so I have a copy of it? Yeah, I'm gonna text you right now. You text me your email and I'll look, I'll put an offer. I'll send you an offer via email. And if you like it, great. If not, no problem. You just keep in touch. Okay. Awesome. Have a great day, my friend.
Thank you. All right.
Thank you. Bye-bye. All right. So one thing I want to stress is that I've said 100 times, if they're looking to sell, great. If they're not looking to sell, great. But it doesn't mean I can't put something in writing in front of them. So give me 1 second. I'm going to shoot a text to both of these people. I like to just do it right away. It's just kind of super easy. You know what I mean? So give me 1 second. Let me text both of these people. And all I'm going to say is like, hey, blank, it's Henry. I am an investor in town, and it was nice speaking with you. By the way, for a lot of you guys who, again, if you're cold calling for commercial, I've said this a lot, like you can be the investor and then flip it into being a realtor. Like it's not a big deal. It's just about the mindset you have. So don't overthink that. And same thing with residential. Like if I was calling a neighborhood that I'm looking for investment properties for a client, I'm going to call as the investor, and then I can say like, hey, you know, I happen to hold a license and my partner actually wants to buy it, and like, you know, he's willing to pay my commission. You're looking for a net of 500. Here's an offer for 550. I'm looking to get a 6% commission because, you know, X, Y, Z. Very simple. But again, obviously, if you're cold calling for a listing, you're not going to want to be an investor. That doesn't make any sense. So it depends on the play you're looking at. Nice speaking to you. Please text me your email so I can save it. Thank you. That was that guy, and then I'm going to text the other guy really quickly. 1 minute, guys. And that puts us up to actually 7. We're not going to double count that contact. So hold on 1 second. 2, 1. Great chatting with you today. I'll try to get back to you within the next day or so. What is the best email to send you a letter of intent? Cool. Just that easy. Okay, I'm still on mute. Let's go to the next. And again, with that kind of property, guys, like again, like it is a really weird it's like oh, that guy already texted me his email. Cool. Very weird location. Hey, John.
Hello? Wrong number.
I'm sorry, I was looking for the property owner of 187 Wall Street.
Not me.
I'm sorry I got you on the phone by accident. My apologies. Have a great day.
No problem.
And again, listen, guys, if you get the wrong number, you can always be like, listen, you know, funny enough that I have you on the phone now, real quick, you know, hey, I'm a local investor in town. I'm a local broker in town. I'm looking for I don't know if you might consider selling one of your properties, but I'm pretty desperate, blah, blah, blah. Whatever you want to do. And then actually, again, wrong number, whatever, it's fine. It's 8 contacts for today. And I mean, listen, can I count that last one as a lead? I could, you know, probably should. I mean, he's not really looking to sell though, so I'm not going to count it. It's contact information. Yeah, hey, Will?
Yeah?
Yeah, hey, Will, my name is Henry. I'm a local investor here in Bayhead. How you doing?
Okay,
Fantastic. I just wanted to reach out to you kindly. I was giving you a ring because I'm going through a 1031 exchange. I just sold a property locally and looking to buy another. And I was curious if you might consider selling one of your properties in town.
not really. I'm not interested at the moment.
All right. I mean, even if then, number made crazy sense.
Well, if it made crazy sense, it would have to be 2.5 million.
2.5 million. Okay.
Correct.
All right. And then just to be super clear, just because I always like to make sure I'm not stepping on anybody's toes. Two questions. No, do you run a business out of here, or is this strictly for investment purposes?
I have tenants in there.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to make sure you're not operating any of the businesses. And then are you already working with a realtor, or this is just between you and I?
Well, yeah, I am a realtor and I work with my cousin.
Okay, got it. As in, like, I just want to make sure you're not already represented. I don't like to step on anybody's toes. So you're talking about the fifth 517 Ocean Avenue. You're looking for about 2.5, if I can get that for you.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
And then, Will, between you and I again, I mean, rough gross income number, I can work on all the expenses myself. I don't need you to do too much with that.
Gross income.
Roughly, yeah.
Close to 70,000 a year.
Got it. Gross is about 70,000 a year. Got it. And it looks like you have like 4 or 5 tenants. Is that right?
4, yes.
All right. So you have 4 tenants. So divide that by 4. You're looking at each tenant brings in about $1,500 a month, roughly.
Yeah, I got 2 in there for 2,000 a month and 2 in there for 1,500 a month. That's this year.
Got it. So you have 2,000 plus another 3. It's 7 times 12. You're looking at around $84,000 a year in gross income, not 70, right?
Yeah,
sorry.
I'm in a car and I didn't have that in.
No, it's all good. Math was the only class I actually did well in, so it's okay. So brings in around roughly 84,000, and then you just pay taxes and insurance. They pay their own utilities, or
They pay all utilities except water.
tenants pay all utilities. I'm just taking notes for myself. Utilities except for water, and then obviously you pay taxes and insurance.
Pay taxes and insurance. Yes.
Pays water, taxes, and insurance. Okay, easy enough. Well, listen, I'll start to see how close I can get to the 2.5 million number. And I mean, do you have any other properties you might at least consider hearing something on it? I mean, not that I'm gonna,
No,
this is really it. Okay. All right. Well, Will, and this was your cell phone, right? It sounds like.
that is correct.
All right. Well, my name is Henry. I'll shoot you a text just so you have my contact information. I mean, do you avidly work in commercial real estate, or are you more so on the residential side as an agent?
About 50-50.
All right. I mean, do you come across any decent deals recently, or no?
No, I mean, there's some, a lot of, the market's a little, it's not soft. It's, the prices are up, but, there's not that many on the market for housing.
Yeah.
Commercial has, at least in Bayhead, there's nothing that I'm aware of.
So you only do business in this one town, kind of thing?
Pretty much.
Got it. All right. Look, Will, again, I'll shoot you a text with my info, and I'll try to see how close I can get to your number. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Will. Have a fantastic day.
You too.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye. So we are at 2 leads for today, and we are at non-contacts. One thing I want to stress to you with that type of property, so it's a retail building, 4 units, not a very large property, and he's not getting a lot of rent. He's also looking for, I mean, but he's probably, let's say it has an NOI of $60,000 a year divided by $2.5 million. He's looking for a 2.5 cap. You like that? 2.5. Nothing on planet Earth would sell for a 2.5% cap rate. Nothing. You could buy a freaking gorgeous high rise in Miami with 300 units, brand new construction, and you'll still probably pay a 3.5 or 4.5 cap. 2.5 is hilarious. Anyways, I'll go back to him and I'll probably offer him somewhere in the vicinity of like a 7.5. So $60,000 in NOI divided by 7.5%. Probably offer him 800 grand. You think he's gonna like it? On to the next. And remember, he's also a real estate agent. I like to be super clear, kind of gauge things, you know. Kind of gave off that vibe to me. We're at 9 contacts, two leads.
Forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
And again, like, listen, like, it's totally okay that he wants whatever he wants. So, like, again, I look to facilitate transactions. And you're probably like, how can you make money when he's a realtor? Well, you can say, like, listen, like, I hold a license. I have a client who's looking to buy something. You know, and there you go. You know, and don't get me wrong. Do I think he's gonna take 800 grand? No. But you never know. You never know. I want to do some more research later on. Anyways, I have my CRM system up. And I'll go through some leads. I'll shoot text out.
Center and freehold for the address. That's
So I'll send out some text messages the same day. Hey, Anthony.
Well, I'm sorry, wrong number.
All right, no worries at all. Thanks. Bye.
You go.
Oh, hung up on you. Shouldn't have told me that. Wasn't the right person. Not a big deal. Hey, Anthony.
Hello?
Yeah, hi. Sorry, Mr. Barreto.
I'm sorry, we're having a little Bluetooth problem. I think it's better now. Could you repeat yourself, please?
Sorry, this is Anthony, right?
Okay, how can I help you?
Yeah, hi, Anthony. My name is Henry. I'm a local investor here in Jersey City. I'm giving you a ring about the property on Grove. I just sold one of my properties locally, and I'm looking to move some money for a 1031 exchange. And I was just curious if you might at least consider hearing an offer on your property.
What property is that?
660?
Pardon me?
660 Grove,
And who are you trying to reach?
the property owner. I'm guessing you are not the owner.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, you reach the number on the federal do not call list. So when you're making calls, you need to, make sure those numbers don't appear on the list. I'm not going to turn you in, but somehow, whoever told you the list or something, what state is that property in?
I was calling in New Jersey, but again, listen, last thing I want to do is bother you on this beautiful day. So I apologize for the missed call.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. On the federal do not call list. By the way, if you're wondering if I call do not call list, the answer is yes. The answer is 100% yes, I do. Hey, Arthur.
Hello? Yes?
Yeah, Arthur, my name is
Hello?
Arthur. My name is Henry. I'm a local investor here in town. I was giving you a call about the property on 34.
What about it?
Yeah, actually, you're right. That's the Becker's Hardware one, right?
Right.
Wow, congratulations on your sale. I guess I'm a few days late.
Quite a while, quite a bit late.
Quite a bit late.
Quite a while.
Hey, well, congratulations on that. I mean, do you happen to have any other properties you might consider selling?
No, sir.
No, all right. I'm just looking to spend some money for tax purposes, but no worries. I hope you have a great rest of your day, Arthur. Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Bye now. I'm not talking about him, but again, I'll put him at 11 contacts for today. We're at 36 minutes into the calling session, roughly. 11 contacts, 2 leads, 3 property owners' contact information that are halfway decent, and I'm going to look for a couple decent leads here.
Hello.
Hey, Rich.
No, this is Tom.
Tom, my apologies. I was looking for the property owner at 1219 3rd Avenue.
I'm sorry, who's calling, please?
But yeah, my name is Henry. I'm a local investor here in town. So again, I apologize if I don't have the right person.
No, you don't. And but what do you involved in? So I can tell you whether he's going to, be responsive to you or not.
Gotcha. I guess you know the owner then. Again, I'm a local investor in town. I just sold a property locally and I'm trying to move some money around for tax purposes. So, Uncle Sam doesn't kill me.
Yeah, he won't even, I can honestly, I'm his brother, and I'm part of the owner.
Oh,
I don't
cool.
know the building now, and he won't, he has no intention, I can tell you that right now.
All right. No,
At the moment, now, things change, you know.
no, of course. I get
over
that.
time,
I get
but,
that.
so,
Between-
anyway,
I mean-
it was Richard, and then,
Between you and I mean, like, listen, maybe it's not this property. I mean, do you have any property you might consider at least hearing an offer on? I'm not here to, bust anybody's chops.
well, he's had them, you know, but I'm not involved in it, so I really can't help you with that. I'll be speaking out of school if I did.
No, that's all
But you
right.
have to reach him, Richard's name is, all right?
All right. I mean, do you happen to have his phone number so I can give him? Do you happen to have Rich's number so I can call him?
Same number, he's just not here.
Same number, just not there. Okay, got it. All right, no worries. Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
All right, stay well.
Keep it easy, guys. Keep it easy. Keep it easy. We're at 12 contacts. 2 leads. Hey, Larry.
Hello.
Yeah, hi, Larry. My name is Henry. I'm a local investor here in Morristown. How you doing?
All right.
Fantastic. I was giving you a call about the property on Mill Street, and I was just curious if you might at least consider hearing an offer on the property.
I run my business out of there. My son runs his business out of there.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
Not something we're even looking to sell.
I can completely understand that. I mean, do you happen to have any other properties you might consider hearing an offer on? I just need to move some money for tax purposes, so I'm getting kind of pinched.
I have 2 properties that we're considering anyway. One is on 60 Merritt Road in Speedstop,
You said
and the other is in Morristown. It's 164 West Central Avenue.
what was that address one more time? I'm typing that in. Sorry.
The last one is 160 through 164 West Central Avenue, Morristown.
Got it. Sorry, just typing. I was just Googling here. The red property, right? Red building.
Right.
And how much were you looking for each property?
Oh, I haven't even gotten to that point yet. I'm just, if you're, considering that you want to give me numbers on them, then that's
Sure.
fine.
Yeah. Well, listen. Okay. So really quickly, you got a 4-family, and then what's the property at 60 Merritt? Is that a single family?
That's a single family house.
Got it. Okay. 1 second. All right. I'm just going to go through these real quick. With the 4-family you have, how many bedrooms are in each unit?
2 bedrooms in each unit.
Okay. So 4 2-bedroom.
There's 1, 2 of them have been had some remodeling done to them, and the other 2 are, they're nice rental units.
Understood. 2 recently.
Updated. Pardon me?
So 2 of them are recently remodeled, and 2, obviously they're all occupied, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then roughly, what's the total rent between all of them?
The rent probably a little under 6,000 a month.
So about $6K a month. Okay. So then roughly about $1,500 each.
Roughly, some are more, some are less.
Okay. Got it. And then just to be super clear, again, you don't happen to have a number that you'd be looking for on the property?
I don't really have a number.
So what's making you think about selling it?
Time in my life, I've moved some of my properties.
Yeah, I can understand that. Okay. And then 1 second here. I'm just gonna Look up the property here online. Looks like you did a nice job to it.
It's what? I didn't hear it.
Sorry, I said it looks like you've done a nice job there.
Well, we try to keep up and, you know, we have construction companies.
I was gonna say, nice. It makes it easy when you have a construction company that can help you with all the work, right? I mean, if you got, would you, I mean, were you looking to put it on the market for sale? I mean, again, I'm not looking for a listing. Obviously, I'm an investor here looking to buy something, but were you looking to put it on the market, or are you looking to just, you know, kind of get an offer that might make sense?
Well, I'd just like to get an offer and, you know, gives me, a little bit about what I might be doing in the future, so, gives me something to look at.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, if I can get you an offer for, you know, like something like 400,000 cash.
I mean, it might be in a ballpark, I don't know.
Well, Larry, let's do this. What is the best email for you? Because I'd love to try to see if we can do something together. I mean, again, I need to move things along a little bit for my 1031, obviously, but what's the best email so I can put an offer in your email box for you? Yep. All right, nice and easy. I'm gonna get you at least something in writing so that way you can see that. And then we'll take it from there. I mean, and then on the single family, again, you don't have a number at all that you'd be looking for roughly? Nice. I mean, are you considering a realtor? I could definitely refer you to somebody. I think you know, an awesome agent out there. Sure.
So, sure.
That's awesome. All right. Well, listen, let's do two things. Let's try to move both needles if we can. Again, I'm going to get you a contract, or at least something together so you can take a look at it on the 4 family on Central. Love to see if we can do something there. Like I said, I'm kind of on a timetable with that. Love to try to make it lucrative for both of us. And then I'll look at the value for the other single family as well and see what we can do. Where are you looking to move to? Moving out of state?
Not moving anywhere.
Oh, it's just
My
you,
daughter's moving.
got
My
it.
daughter's moving as well.
Got it.
A different-
Nice. Okay. And then why don't I take a look at the 4 family one of these days as well? Obviously if the number kind of makes sense to you, we'll I can try to get in there, you know, one of these days as well.
All right, well,
All righty. Larry, and this is your cell phone, right? It sounds like you're on the road.
Yep.
All right. I'll shoot you a text with my contact information, and this way you have it, and I'll get you something in writing. And then last question with the 4 family is the utilities. Do they pay their own utilities? Do they pay their own electric and gas, or do you pay that?
no, they all have individual gas, electric, we pay the water.
Tenants pay gas and electric. Landlord pays water. Got it. Okay. Sounds good, Larry. I'll get to work on this and then. Sorry, what'd you say?
Each one has their own Washington there, it all works like that.
Okay, got it. So each tenant, taking a note, I appreciate you letting me know that. Each tenant has its own washer and dryer. Awesome. And you own all the appliances though, right? They're not the tenants.
They have a whole-
Okay, cool. Great.
The maintenance and replacement of, you know, they get used.
Sounds good. All right. Well, listen, I just want to say I appreciate your kindness, and I'm going to get you a contract hopefully sometime ASAP, and we'll see what we can do together, my friend.
Very good.
All righty. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yep. Have a great day. Yep. Take care. Bye now. Okay, so I got all of his contact information. Really, really simple call for those of you who are listening. That was a pretty good one. Obviously, he was a little bit choppy. But a 4-family property in a town about an hour south of me. Made him offer about 100,000 a unit, probably worth 550, 5 and change or something like that. Try to get it for like 380-ish, offer him like 380, 385, 390. See what he says. And take it from there, right? I mean, like, again, there was a 2-family locally that just sold. And that was 3 leads, by the way. I was at 13 contacts and 3 leads. 1 second, I'm just going through 2 other things here. There was a property. A 3-family that sold for a 3-family sold for 490,000 a few years, like over a year ago. And a 2-family with 2 3-bedroom units just sold for 425. Another 2-family. Let's see what this one sold for. Another duplex, two unit. Sorry, it's a duplex with 2 2-bedrooms. And this one sold for 400,000 just last year. So it looks like somewhere in that 400 range would be a killer number. Let me see what this one's. It's a mixed use property, so I can't really go off of this one. Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to pull some comps while I was on the phone with the guy, so I was trying to multitask here. This one here is another duplex. This duplex sold a 6-bedroom and 4 baths. Sold for 600,000 again over a year ago. So, again, a lot of decent opportunities. Nick, if you want to come off mute, you can go ahead and ask the question. Sorry, I'm just trying to confirm this really quickly.
So when you email these out to these sellers, are you just sending out LOIs, just kind of general LOIs, and then seeing if they have interest in your numbers and then taking it to your investors? Or are you usually checking with your investors first to make sure they're okay with it?
I try to do both, right? Like, my big thing though is like I'll always make an offer because I know where my investors are going to be at, right? Obviously, like after doing this and as many times as I have, like I obviously have a decent gauge on where my investors are more likely going to be, and then I want to be substantially under that when I make an offer. Because think about it, like what happens to all of us is that we bring, a halfway decent deal to an investor, and then they go, "Oh, hey, John, the investor, this is Henry, whatever. I have this deal at $1 million." I'm like, "Oh, make him an offer at 700." You know what I mean? Like, or make him an offer at 800, 850, 900. You know what I mean? So like, that's why like I try to do all that beforehand. So I can be like, hey, this is a deal at 750. You know what I mean? Instead of saying, hey, I have a property who wants $1 million, give me an offer and then I'll go to 750 and then see what happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense. So you're basically just starting the negotiations knowing that they're already gonna want it to be lower anyway.
100%. Like, and like, again, I already have a decent gauge of where they're going to be. Why do I have to wait if I already know where they're going to be? You know what I mean?
And right now, what are you seeing that number is? I mean, is it like you're just running like 7.5 and then offering a couple 100,000 lower, or are you just kind of basing on an 8, or what are you using?
Every property is different. For the most part, like this last 4-family, obviously I have to comp it as a residential deal. You know what I mean? I'm looking at other 4-families. I'm looking at 2-family sales and seeing what 2-families are selling for and trying to get a 4-family for a 2-family price, right? That's typically what I'll look for really quickly while I was on the phone with him. Like all 2-families were selling for 400 to 480. So obviously I'm like, all right, I'll give you 400 for the 4-family. See if he'll take it, And then what I'll do on the other deals, the reason why I'm saying 7.5, 8 caps is I'm looking at like a 7.5, 8 at today's value, knowing that I can bring it to like a 10. Obviously, I'd want it for a 10 cap today, but if I go off a 10 cap rate, I mean, some of these guys are going to be absolutely out of their minds. I mean, like the properties I talked to today, one guy was at a 4 cap and the guy was at a 2.5 cap. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. So, well, and basically, because I feel like a lot of the properties you're seeing right now, or or it's pretty typical to find properties that are under rented. So if you can get an under rented property for a 7.5, then you can get it to 9 or a 10 in
Exactly.
short amount of time.
Yeah, and then refi out at a 6 when rates drop. That's the goal. You know what I mean? So
Sure.
that's it, man. That's the game. Awesome. Thank you for the question, my friend. I appreciate that. Anybody else have any questions? Today I had the calling session for about 45 minutes. I had 13 conversations, 3 leads, and probably easily 2 properties I can go check out for appointments. What other questions that we have today? Want to make sure you guys don't go without getting your questions answered. Anybody else have any questions for me? Or we're going to wrap up a little early so I can make sure we are prepared for the training. On once. Twice.
Got a quick question for you.
Go for it.
How soon do you get these offers to people? Like, do you usually
day.
tell them like same day?
Same day. Listen, I'm lowballing these people. I have a ballpark of exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to lowball them. And listen, for the right people and for the right deals, I'll try to care. I want to do it strategically. I don't want to just bullshit. You know what I mean? I don't want to just I need to make sure I have a legitimate offer coming in. Like on the building, the mixed use building that I talked to today, the guy wants $7 million, 17,000 square feet at 3 different buildings. I'm going to want to speak to probably one of my investors and get a gauge of what they would probably be at in order for me to then come in with a good number. Because I'm probably not going to just offer. I mean, I could offer easily a straight, $180 a square foot. I could offer a 7.5 or 8 cap day one, and just kind of go with that. I mean, more likely than not, I'll err on that side of things. Like, I don't want to wait till my investor gets back to me so that I can get to him, But, for majority of deals that I know are pretty straightforward, I know what my investor is going to want it for, and I'll just make that offer anyways. For the ones that are a little bit unique, where one of my sales guys just texted me saying, "Hey, I have 22 acres. I'm on the phone with the guy who, industrial zoning, 22 acres. What can I offer him?" I'm like, I need to know the zoning. I need to know what can be built. You know what I mean? I need to know so many other different variables before I can just make an offer to this guy. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to just try to ballpark him on the phone. Because, I mean, listen, this property could be worth next to nothing because the zoning blows, or it could be worth a heck of a lot of money because the zoning's awesome. So it depends. There's a lot more variables when it's like just land, or, when it's a little bit more of a unique property. If that makes sense. Again, in the residential world, I don't play that game. Obviously, it's strictly for commercial. Because on residential, I'm never even going to talk pricing. Be like, okay, great. Well, simply our next steps in order to get you the best price possible for your home would be simply to set an appointment. What works better for you, afternoons or evenings? Like, I'm setting appointments nonstop. I'm not trying to I don't give a shit about getting information about the house. It's a very different call. Very, very different call. So
for residential, you're just trying to get in the door. You're just trying to
appointments, baby. I don't care about anything. I'm just trying to set appointments. I'm not trying to gauge information. I don't want to know how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms. I'm not trying to ask any question like that. Like, so, just curious, John, since you said that you might consider selling your property, where would you move to next if you did sell it? Well, I'm thinking about moving to Florida. Florida, great. What's taking you to Florida? Well, my family's down there. I'm looking to retire, blah, blah, blah. Oh, that's amazing. In a perfect world, John, how soon would you like to be down? How soon would you like to be down in Florida? Well, I'd like to be in Florida yesterday, or I got to wait till July, or I got to wait till whenever. Okay, great. Well, in order to get you, so just to be super clear, you said you want to be down in August. Okay, well, that sounds exciting. I'm super jealous. I wish I could be doing the same thing. So, John, just to be super clear, if you want to be down in Florida by August, that means you probably need to have your home sold probably pretty soon. Does that sound about right? Yeah. Okay, great. Well, simply our next step here at this point would be to simply set an appointment. What works better for you, John, afternoons or evenings? Obviously I've done that 100 times, or hundreds of thousands of times. So that's really, like, it's all about the appointment. It's all about motivation and, what they want to do instead of gauging information on the property.
Got it.
Because what I'll do is that, like, I do all those motivational questions after I make an offer. Well, at the commercial side. Like, because right now, I mean, like, listen, this guy has no idea what he wants, like, all this kind of jazz. Like, okay, well, listen, like, let me make you an offer and let's see where we go. And then I'll be like, okay, well, like, why are you even considering selling? Well, I'm retiring. Okay, well, What would you do with the money? Well, I'll probably do a 1031 exchange, or, maybe I'll just pay the taxes and go retire and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, great. Well, what would make you, feel most comfortable at this point in time? Like, would you like a solid cash offer, or are you considering putting the property on the market? I'll play the game.
Gotcha.
Well, all right, everyone, we're going to jump over to the training session. Make sure you jump on a little bit early. Today's going to be an awesome session, and I'll see you all there. Later, everyone.
If you're still watching this video, that means to me that you're a committed real estate agent and you're looking to take your life and business to the next level. I'm just curious, why have you yet to schedule your free, no obligation coaching consultation? All you have to do is simply go in the description down below, and people are telling me this call has been the most unbelievable, the most powerful call they've had in their entire career. And here's just a few of the individuals who have taken full advantage of this call. And my mission is to support as many realtors as possible, build a 6- and 7-figure net income business so that they don't have to rely on this industry anymore for their everyday income. If you're a committed realtor, which I can see like you are, all you have to simply do to take full advantage of this free coaching consultation is to go in the description down below and schedule your free call now.